Making pretty big changes from a coaching and a player perspective. How Enterprise would do, and now we've got a team that is five. It's 5 fighting guys.
I love the drones we're seeing immediately from Enterprise. This is going to be Dark caught on a Tubarão, and Perez caught on the window punch. Cairo shuts him down early.
To that spot, and now Nuxka will head back down towards the safety of the bomb site. 20 seconds left on the clock. Enterprise still with 5 players up. Rubber will meet the road. Dash takes down Jigsaw. Slow peek on main stairs. Tuhan trading out Nuxka. And now it's Tuhan in the middle of the site, looking to catch a cross. Here's Diffuse Kit getting planted. Tuhan shut down by Dafo. Bappin getting Diffuser to the halfway point. The Tubarão charging out. Huge coverage from Cairo. And Brendo will seal the deal. Enterprise taking...
I need to work with. Now, Brendo just spotted an opportunity on his drone. He's going to hunt for that as the back of the clash was pointed his direction, but some attention's been paid. Ends up being a 1-for-1 trade. That's huge to be able to get that one pick on the side of Perez, but...
And obviously, that's something that gets missing when you have to double up on the Kali and the Glass. It sounds like smokes will go out from the attackers. Dash picking off Vappin. Los doing pretty okay here, surviving this initial onslaught.
Yeah, they need to kind of get some picks back. Here's Cairo deal to take down Dash. Really good trade game so far coming through from both teams, but now 45 seconds. The rubber needs to hit the road. This is so close from Jigsaw. Has the ping, but just misses the angle barely. If he doesn't get this push could be really late coming in once again from EP.
And that was a great flush. Nuxka rotated to try and cover Perez, swinging over towards Conference. Dafo was his lone backup. Perez is just so good, and Dafo's been permitted to exist in this position for so long. He finds one. Perez will now be hunted down by Jigsaw and this death mark, playing the fadeaway. Dafo looking for the opportunity, and he'll get it. Jigsaw making a ton of noise. Charging.
So you'd kind of expect them, especially since this wasn't a strong map, to change things up a little bit, but so far it hasn't been working. Now, as I say, Perez goes on a little bit more.
Destruction, you've got the buck, and I don't know what Nuxka was thinking there, Jesse. He's got Dafo for backup, 2 floors above. Nuxka might actually be retrievable, but Brendo and Cairo have other ideas. Brendo finds 2. Suddenly, Diffuse Kit is going down. All of this has distracted not only us, but also Los. Cairo pulls that off. Shield now turned towards the 2 remaining defenders on the side of Los, Dafo and Dark. Dafo with 4 kills leading the way on the team. A 5th is added to that tally as Tuhan is dropped. Brendo and Cairo, the 2 to find. The Monty in this particular position is oh so strong. They need to be worried about Brendo. Dark was able to stop him for the time being. Cairo's in trouble. Brendo cannot come to his assistance. He's down over towards blue. Shut off again. This is so good by Los to buy time. Dafo getting on Diffuse Kit. Dark will need to shut him down and will do so. Los, an incredible post round, and they will take the lead.
Country, just for the first time ever in his career. It's his 2nd international playing up on these other angles, and it's definitely known about by Enterprise. Their droning today has been excellent. The shot's not quite enough. Tuhan with the shot. He does find Dash, though. That's what they were looking for on this roam game. It sends Perez running for the hills, and he gets caught on the rotate, too. Really nice angle being played by Brendo all the way continuously from opening up with those Zoto canisters. So time is the name of the game, or it would be, but we're running in and we take down Nuxka 1-for-1. That's good for Enterprise.
Dafo and Dark still alive, both of them holding, well, it's a TCSG. Let's just say it's a DMR. I know that the gun nuts are going to get upset by that, but played very effectively. And both of these remaining defenders who are upright, as we imagine that Nuxka is not retrievable at this point in time, and don't really think you need... I think he was dead, but seconds. 20 seconds that you don't have if you're Enterprise, and almost all the ways into the bomb site now denied. The only opportunity is Tuhan on a single point of HP. Dark jumps up and might have just saved the round. 2 still standing for Enterprise, but Jigsaw finds him.
Square wall. They maybe could have shot that Selma off, but didn't end up going for that play. Instead, they're kind of just letting Enterprise have their way with this site. They get a nice pick from Jigsaw, finding Dash, and the entry points to the window by scaling the building. If you haven't seen that before, that's really sick.
Thank you. Perez is gone now, Jesse, so you had speculated, how do they fix this? They're going to have to do it without their Tubarão. They're going to have to do it with their traditional best player, but Dark and Dafo have been making some serious noise. 10 kills apiece, or 10 kills total, 5 kills apiece.
from it just yet. 40 seconds to try to make this execute happen, but Enterprise have done it with low time before. Diffuse kit being held by Cairo, long shot from Bappin from top square. This seems like it could be a good entry point, but with Cairo still on the windows, he's going to have to rappel in. Maybe that's the win con. Down the Blackbeard and then go for kills.
Dark will swing because you have to at this point in time. You cannot allow your opponents to settle in. It's all up to Nuxka now in a 1v3. Out goes the last gas canister, a reload on the SMG-11. No time for that. Bappin guns him down. Enterprise stitching two together.
Yeah, they don't know.
Outrageous. Cairo gets taken down by Nuxka and allows Perez to get away. This is a tough position to be in. They will go with this upside down skylight rappel, which by the way, works more often than you think, and Bappin gets the pick.
Nice.
Back to even footing with shooting at the soft wall, leading into the Teller's portion of this map. That's Dafo tucked in a position where he can't really do all that much. Dash pops up, down goes Brendo. Bit of a late EE1D, but used as a desperate attempt with 20 seconds to go. Los holding the advantage, but just like that, Bappin will trade things out. Nuxka with one of his own onto Tuhon. Jigsaw's down, and Bappin will need to clutch. Bappin with 6 kills. That's all he'll get in the first round. 1 per round, though. That's not...
Coming to the second half with still some gusto. I mean, they're in a good spot.
And you come out of the first half with 3 wins as a defender, you're technically no closer to just try to use those Molotovs as effectively as possible. Cairo still has 12 of them, now down to 11. So he'll be able to blanket that area. It doesn't do as much damage as you'd hope, but it can still be really good at disincentivizing people to push from that direction. A drop now in from Dash, a pre-fire, and he comes away. 2 kills, 3 kills now for Los. Only 1 answered by Enterprise. The second will fall. Cairo and Bappin on the board, keeping this one as close as it can be. Diffuse kit is planted, so Nuxka and Dash will now find themselves guarding that case. A nice play by Bappin to find his 3rd kill. And now it's all up to Nuxka, who plays this rat angle. Oh my goodness, this is a tight one to hit if you're the defenders. Firing away, giving his position up. Out goes the nade to dislodge them. Tachanka will take the engagement. Cairo goes down. Bappin looking to break 10 kills. He can do that if he gets Nuxka here, but Nuxka's playing the Blackbeard on the angle. There was no hope whatsoever. Los. I understand that it's meta right now on this bank map, but seeing upside down repels are just so, they're just so goofy for me. Oh my. He wasn't in the building, it wasn't on the skylight, but Dafo takes care of Brendo, and that on that spiral staircase, heading now towards this top floor. Governed by Dark, looking through his scope. Down goes Perez at the hands of Tuhon. The Monty now spotted by Jigsaw as he's prone. Dark taking damage from places he's unaware of. Nuxka dies at the hands of Bappin, and there's another for Bappin from this same position. Now he has to deal with Dafo and Dash, one of whom he repelled his entire way down that skylight, or that in main lobby. What an incredible moment from him. Dash and Davo now, as there go the smart glasses, and they snap their fingers, and Jigsaw and Tuhon get the final 2.
Rush to the building, but Nuxka on the blitz is close. The nades are coming through. Here's the push.
And the slingshot in. Dafo looking for a trophy. He doesn't find it. Nuxka on the board with the shield now put away. As Bappin has died, Cairo will join him in the afterlife. Perez finds another. Jigsaw ends his reign of terror. A swing in now from Dark. Against a DMR, and with a shield on the board, this could get mighty tough. Good news, though, for Los. You got plenty of time. You can wait this one out. 1.5 minutes still on the board. Jigsaw last man standing now, as Enterprise have been reduced to but 1. Nuxka getting diffused kit down. Jigsaw looking elsewhere. An obscurement from the sends of Dash, paying dividends. And now into a post plant we go. A nice kill from Jigsaw. He's got Nuxka with the shield still up. Dash will be the one that he will have to find next if he wants this to possibly work out. But Jigsaw doesn't have a lot of information. He's got an idea. He thinks there's one up at top blue. He'd be correct. Shield nearby, and Nuxka gets the job done. No hope whatsoever for Enterprise. Los takes the lead again.
Home game has been really committed to sticking around, and so far it is successful.
Only person who's taken any real damage at this point in time is Dafo, who is leading the way in, as he's done many times now on attack. This is a good stalwart defense from Enterprise. Dafo, the only one on the board so far. Really consistent. Dash will attempt to get the plant down with Dark and Dafo watching. Dash still a little bit outside of reach. Now there we go. Diffuse kit going down. Nice play by Jigsaw. Cairo getting in as well, but Nitro Cell will get them all, except for Dafo, who's covering from above. 2 of the remaining 3 players of Enterprise now looking for this middle floor retake. Davo wanting to break double digits. Nobody attempting to get onto that defuse kit. Timer still running away. They don't have information on where Davo is. Nice play by Brendo to tie things up. We're going to need all 12 rounds of this first map as it's 5-5 with Enterprise tying us up again. Because it appears as often as, oh, say, I don't know, Jackal.
Or Oryx.
Or Oryx. The purple operators reigning supreme. First down, and it'll come in a pair. Cairo and Jigsaw both removed. Perez, the only one to strike on the side of Los.
I'm reloading.
Enterprise will get those 2 picks and immediately reposition. Jesse, that is huge. They took out the shield. They took out the ram. And the floor above their heads, the ceiling, is safe. Dafo will find an opening as Bappin, sitting at that front teller's desk, is punished from that position. Talked about how close this is. Enterprise struck first. High likelihood they'll carry on to win the round. Logic bombs will go off now, running out of time. Dash getting defuse kit down. There goes Dafo. Dash manages to survive it for a moment. It's all up to Perez now as Enterprise is swept through what remains of these attackers. A really poor showing compared to what we saw domestically for Perez. He will have 3 players to find in order to win this round. He's not going to get a single one of them. The final 3 on Enterprise survive without barely a single point of damage done in the final moments. And the Aussies will go, focusing on Cairo. Now Perez has his hands full down below. Tuhan to the rescue, punished by Perez. Perez finding kill number 8. Out will go the flashbangs. Bappin moved out of his position, now flashed yet again. Expecting a vault in. A little belated now here, and an easy pick, but he's killed by Dafo. Perez also on the board. Enterprise, 1 player trailing in numbers. Jigsaw will survive that flash on the ground. Dafo finished off by Brendo. A 2v2, but Perez is still on the board. He's been awfully quiet, taken out by a Nitro Cell. Dark last one standing in a 1v2. The Aussies just need a single kill, and they go up 1-0. Very limited time remains. Dark, with no gadgetry remaining, does not hold that defuse kit. He's being slowed as he now plods his way through the CEO office. Finding the warden. Oh my goodness, getting away from it. Brendo just needs to hide. Do not overpeak, do not overcommit. But Brendo finds him anyway. Enterprise takes Los's map and go up 1-0 on the series.
A statement for the quite a bit openly on the map. I'm thrilled to see an Azami take off the board. It will be the Clash this time around being removed by the Enterprise want to play, isn't it, Parker? Very aggressive, and the C-Force coming through too. The Grim has got a good information onto Cairo, and there are 4 players, all 5, the whole team staring at his spots. They will eventually get the kill.
As those Grim Bees will fly on by. Perez now holding in this position. A beautiful shot to take down Tuhan. Oh my goodness. Out will go the smokes, and in the midst of that cover, Perez will walk on in. Dash taking a little bit of damage, but so far it has been a perfect entry for Los until Jigsaw blows up Dash with a Nitro Cell. Now Brendo swinging through that trophy window.
Sensor on.
He's got more work to be done as he and Jigsaw are the only 2 remaining for the Aussies. Nuxco was attempting to get that defuse kit down, but falls off. Jigsaw's gone. Brendo will follow. Perez, the final kill. Here and look a lot more comfortable and a lot more confident. Then stocks for this Los team will continue to go up. Dafo walks in. Goodbye to Cairo. Nothing to tell us that this second attack won't be just as formidable as it's across. Zilking over towards Library, over towards that very top of blue on the second floor. The fire will go out. Dark now eliminating Jigsaw. Los not suffering through too much. They'll lose Dark at the hands of Tuhan. The only casualty, and it's the Deimos. That's a big one, though, for Enterprise.
Yeah, certainly you don't like losing Dark, but I mean, they still have all the tools they need, Parker. Over a minute, and they've got library control attacking this. The flank does nothing from Bappin. Dafo is ready for it. They're expecting that play to come through. Tuhan and Brendo.
No different. Los looking for a very quick 2-0 lead, only suffering a handful of casualties along the way. They'll lose Perez. Suddenly, the guns from Enterprise come alive, but Brendo will need to clutch up in a 1v2 with Dafo still alive. 4 kills for Dafo as they've pushed Brendo off of this spot, harassing him with those bees. Now that they're fully gone, it's the Blackbeard charging in pursuit. You cannot turn the corner on him or else he will punish you. Nuxka gets the job done. And he's got coverage of the Kaid of Tuhan, not far removed. think they're able to get the hatch here. Jigsaw, nice shot onto Perez. These two have been trading words in chat all match long and now trading bullets in that round.
Yeah, it's okay for Perez, though, because he got the hatch open. That's really your main job as the ace. After he gets that job done, he can be a bit more aggro, and then his teammates there for the follow-up anyways. Jigsaw wants to get active in this game. He knows that playing...
With it, maybe a bit too belated. It goes off, no target to be found. Dafo yet to die, comes to blows with Tuhan. Who wins this fight? Dafo does, not before Nuxka's in the ground. It's Dash and Dafo as the last two standing. Dash yet to find a kill on his roll again. Not the end of the world, but you do expect him to frag a bit better as he'll pick up that case. He's used all those ROU projectors so effectively. Good patience now by Cairo as he gets one. Almost finds a second, springing up on them. He hits the deck, but the win comes from Enterprise. My goodness, very nicely played.
Hard entry coming together in the late round to be able to make things happen in the 2v.
Yet again, a devastating loss of operator for Los. They'll have to trudge through the rest of this round. Perez, though, guns down Brendo, and we are back to a 4v4.
The Mission Impossible set up the Aruni, the Denari. It makes it so difficult to get in, but Nuxka's found a way. Use that nade to clear the Denari trips, but loses the fight. Jigsaw with the Miro window is able to take down that Blackbeard, and that's Diffuse Kit dropped in the middle of the sights. They have to recover it, but it's not easy when Tuhan's playing these long angles and he's not giving things up for free.
Perez has a premonition about them, but can't hit the shot. Tuhan will give him nothing, and now Dafo swinging on in. Dafo was 6-0 if memory serves correctly. He'll be 7-11, but oh boy, just simply too back and forth and go, are we sure we got this right? Are you sure? Either way, a swing from Cairo. Down goes Dash. Opening picks have been terrific through these last two rounds. They will continue to go better and better and better. Dash and Perez in the ground. Bappin, the only one on the side of Enterprise, gone. We switched off at the perfect time, and I was like, oh my, is he just going to keep firing forever? Has Dafo been sent into the void? Dark will take care of Cairo. I second-guessed the Nitro cell and ultimately dies because of it. Lead goes back for the Australian squad, who are looking for their third round in a row. Los had a great start. Now it's all up to Nuxka, who's fighting his demons upstairs. A debilitating with the Lion of Nuxka as he makes an unholy racket walking down those library stairs. He does hold the defuse kit, but I feel like that's not top of mind for him, Jesse. He needs to get a pick or two for an opening. He'll get neither. Jigsaw sealing the deal, and that's 3 in a row for Enterprise.
Assuming his third Selma does not get shot off, but the guns will start flying, and that'll be the critical moment where Lo's trying to take top control.
Jigsaw swings the breach, excuse me. Down goes Perez. A huge opening pick for Enterprise as these teams jockey to strike first. So far, the counts 3 for Los, 3 for Enterprise. That doesn't inspire much confidence here for this Los team, though, as they are down a man. They will immediately trade that one back, though. Jigsaw dies at the hands of Dash. Very critical of Dash's contributions, especially from some of these Enterprise players, but that's a high-impact kill.
35 seconds, though, Parker, and where's the map control? They've got the walls open, but this is going to be a chaotic attempt for a plant. They have no smokes to cover this either, so they've got to get in behind the bomb chassis, and they have to hold top floor control.
And Nuxka just took a bit of damage, as now they walk ever closer. Dark behind all the rest of them, a Congo line forming as they all want to head through this breach. Cairo playing over by Lobby now, rotating over towards West Main. He's good enough for one. Tuhan on the ground. Diffuse Kid getting planted by Dafo. The coverage, good, but Cairo just walks right in, guns them all down, and they'll win the round off a time. Enterprise calls their timeout, and it works one. We can't give any credit to Hugzord as much as we might want to. I do know that. And now top 4 in, dare I say it, the most competitive region. Nobody did. So, I mean, it's a tough one. You go back and forth. You can have a really terrible team and one guy just kills everybody that he runs across, or you have a terrible team and everybody's numbers look really, really poor. A good bounce back from Los here now in this very first opportunity of the second half. Technically, Enterprise struck devastating for Enterprise and a great read from Los as they just need to sit and just wait it out. Perez and Bappin now doing battle. There's Nuxka to eliminate Tuhan. Our speculation came correct. And Nuxka somehow manages to get Cairo too from that position. It looked like his bullets were a mile away. Maybe he was bending them with his mind, Jesse. I'm not entirely certain. Bappin will have his hands full now as Los all but assuredly will take a position now. 1 round down of Enterprise. Bappin does have a death mark remaining and a nade, so he could dislodge one of these defenders. could work his magic and information, but he's running out of time. 20 seconds left. There goes the nade over towards top blue. And two separate players will look for the kill. Nuxka credit with that huge round.
So awkward for him.
Don't know if Perez was thinking he was going to nade or melee or what, but yeah, he's hunted down inside a garage, and they'll park him in there for the next 2 minutes. You mentioned Perez. You said he needed to be good. He needed to be strong. Well, unfortunately for him, he had a bit of a rough go of it. This round,
First on the BB, found that early pick, now can do it once again. Hunt down the player down below once more, and it's Bappin who finds the kill.
And Dafo is taken down. Dash now gone. We have not seen a flawless round, Jesse, until this moment. No flawless round between these two.
See, Dark over on blue will get naded out, and you can see, I mean, the droning has been good, the incel prep has been good as well, and it'll be Nuxka the first to fall.
Opening bloods for this Enterprise team. There's now 6 in a row, but hold on a second. Perez is there exchanging most of his HP for 2 kills. If anybody can get the job done, it'll be him. But now Enterprise is up in numbers once again. Dafo and Perez completely forfeited that main floor control. Cairo getting Diffuse Kit down successfully allows Perez and Dafo time to get back towards the bomb site. Sight unseen. There's Perez still fragging. Oh, time will run out. Only good enough for 1 kill. What can Dafo muster? Dafo, to his credit, incredible over on Bank. He hasn't had the best run here on Chalet by comparison. I think the bigger issue, Jesse, is just watching this clock. 20 seconds left. Cairo and Jigsaw have completely fallen off. So Dafo will hunt through this entire map. Really rude words being put in chat. Cairo gets the final kill, and Enterprise moves to Syria.
Catch Enterprise off guard. Are we upstairs? Are we in the basement? Are we inside? By Enterprise so far. That was by Bappin on this very site. He'll rotate over towards the Dokkaebi and immediately gets blown up by Dash. That's a nice frag outside the front door. Hungry for more. Little over eager though. Shooting the body right after, and there's the bot comm. Why not?
They know that Tuhan is fast approaching. They hear that proximity alarm go off. Brendo picked apart by Dafo. Los with something that's a bit rare, Jesse. It's a player's number advantage.
Yeah, pretty shocked to see this, but Enterprise, they've kind of just been playing this so passively. There's the opportunity that they've been waiting for. The passivity pays off. Jigsaw 6-2 since the rehost. Finds Watt frag onto Nuxka and now makes things really awkward with just 50 seconds to go.
Not a lot of kills remaining on everybody not named Perez on the side of Los. Enterprise need to manage this clock oh so effectively. Jigsaw takes down Perez. Dafo losing some HP in the process as he guns down Tuhan. Tuhan hoping to go positive. Well, if his team wins this, I don't think it'll be a concern, but he will not succeed. 30 seconds left, and it's a 2v2 with Enterprise still sitting on match point. That was a bit of a failure from Dafo to pop that Goyo canister. Now he'll just have to go for the direct gunfight. Missing his opportunity. Dark is there for insurance. And now it's up to Jigsaw to clutch with 10 seconds left. Los holding case control. Jigsaw with the pistol out. Running out of time, and Los will fall back as fast as they can. No opportunity whatsoever, and the Brazilians will hang on for at least 1 more round.
They try to work their way from the basement up towards the site. This is a surprise from Cairo. Not expecting the Fenrir, and Perez not ready for the play. I think he's worried about a player above him, but the Blackbeard's the bigger threat, and he goes down.
I don't know if this is a bit of a slow period in the round, as Brendo now will assert himself walking in Mudroom. Nuxka going for the ego challenge on a smoke. I mean, I suppose if you're worried about sitting too passively in the site, things will go bad. Nitro Cell goes out. Down goes Cairo. The brawl as Tuhan walks in. A hail of bullets. Dark emerges victorious. It's all up to Dark now in a 1v3, but Jigsaw will shut him down. And Australia will survive the play-ins. Enterprise's day is done.
Enterprise are now into phase 2 of the Salt Major. I'm here with Jigsaw, the MVP of this series. And you guys are now undefeated through kickoff. You still haven't lost a game here in SLC. You're undefeated on the year, essentially. What's the secret?
Good energy, good vibes from the fellas. You know, we're all like really, really good and close friends. So, you know, it's just like it makes everything so much easier, especially in person. Like everyone's so uplifted and just super happy to be here.
Is the trash talk a part of the strategy a little bit?
Of course, of course. I mean, there's a secret tweet that Kari deleted a while ago, but he said don't get into a shit-talking fight with an Aussie, so, you know, that might be the source.
All right, well, that is it. Enterprise move on to Phase 2. Big moment for them as they move on in SLC. Back to you guys.